Record, and then we'll start sharing our screen. And if I can find it, oh, there it is. Oh, that was good. It was right up. That wasn't planned. All right. There, I need to see you guys if I don't see you. Got a little distracted. All right. Where is our slide? Play. All right. Did it. Yay, we're on. Okay, guys, so we'll go ahead and get started. Most of you already know me. My name is Bianca, and I'm going to be hosting this business opportunity call with my business partner, Nicole, which we're kind of in the same team, but not in the same team. We are under the same big umbrella team, but we are not each other's coaches. We're business partners, and we work together. So we do a lot of things in pairs, and you see us together a lot. That was the wrong date for it. So I didn't change the PowerPoint. You guys know I just got home from São Paulo. So I'm exhausted. So this is me. I am a wife. For those that don't know me, I live in Florida. I am a mom of 3 girls. One is 13, one is 3, and the other one just turned 1. I am also a registered nurse. I work in a med-surg floor here in Florida. I don't work full-time anymore. We'll get into that. But also I'm a flight attendant for Delta. I've been with them for a long time. I've been a flight attendant for 12 years. And I'm also a 3-star diamond Beachbody coach, which you guys probably have no idea what that means, but we'll get into it. I'll let Nicole introduce herself.
Hello, everybody. I can't see myself, so if I am looking all over the screen, then that's why. My name's Nicole, and like Bianca said, we are business partners. We're on different teams, but our upline coach is different. So we do a lot of things together, and we kind of pull in different ways that our teams have done different things and are trying to come together and just collaborate. And that's one of the great things about being in this company is that you get to meet people from all over the place. We are actually going to get to meet face to face, even though I feel like I know you very well, but we're finally going to meet face to face in a couple of weeks in LA. So anyways, that's kind of a long story short, I guess. I'm rambling, but I am a wife and a mom of 3. I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. And I'm a 2-star diamond coach. I've been coaching for around a year, and I started a year ago in October, right after I got my clearance to work out after having my son. So I started as a discount coach, doing it just for the discount, and then I have my master's in school guidance counseling, and I decided to just continue staying home and coaching instead of going out and looking for a school counseling job. So I have made this my full-time job besides being a mom.
Can't believe it's in a couple of weeks we're going to be in LA.
I know.
That's crazy.
I have to go through my closet and try to find some shorts that fit me.
I'll pack the night before, but it's just so crazy how it went so fast. But anyway, Team Beachbody. So I'm going to get into what it is because some people sign up to be on this call and they have no idea what Team Beachbody is. For the most part, the people that show up on this call are people that are in our challenge groups, and they have really, really awesome results. Or, we are kind of stalking them, and we notice that they have leadership qualities and they would make a good coach. And then we will invite you. So you could be either or maybe we just noticed that you're really into fitness and we invited you here. Or maybe you've been following us and you thought, oh, maybe I could do what you do. So Beachbody, what is it? So there's 2 sides to Beachbody. This started as Beachbody, which was the company that had P90X and Insanity. And that was all way back in 1990. Is it 98, Nicole?
I think so, yeah.
Way back in the day. And they started with these home fitness programs because they wanted to give a solution for people who wanted to work out and couldn't go to a gym. So they came out with these awesome, intense, advanced workout programs for people to work out at home and get really good results. So they're hardcore workouts. But it had really, really huge success. P90X blew up. So what they noticed was that people, it was like a mouth to mouth type of thing. Like people were telling each other about their great results, and they were helping each other out. And so they kind of, the company kind of realized that it was a good idea to go into network marketing. It would be a good idea to offer the people who are working out at home that support system that you need. When you go to a gym, you normally have that, and when you're working with a personal trainer, you have that support system. So Beachbody is like, well, it would be a good idea to have a support system. So that's why they created coaches, and the whole network marketing thing started. Then 21 Day Fix came along, Body Beast, C25, all these awesome new programs that followed after Team Beachbody, which Team Beachbody is the side of Beachbody with the coaching support. So that's when these new programs came along, and then they kind of steered away from the advanced, home workouts, which they still have, but now they have something for everybody, like the 21 Day Fix modified. It can be done by anyone.
They even have kids programs too.
Yep, and for people who are over 65, so there's stuff for everybody. It's basically, if you want to look at it this way, there's a lot of companies out there that have like fitness programs like Joey and Michaels. And then there's a lot of companies that have shakes like Herbalife or whatever. And some offer, like Weight Watchers, they offer the nutrition part. But there's not like one single one that offers like the whole thing compacted, like the fitness, the nutrition, the support, and the rewards, because Beachbody gives money for $500 every day for people who have results and submit it. They want to show proof that the products work, and they want real people doing it. So they combine that whole thing together, and that's really what's made this company really successful. It's top like in the industry. Like there's nobody that can even compare to it, because nobody offers that whole package bundle like Beachbody does. And the mission for the company is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy and fulfilling life. So it's really a feel-good company. Like we're always helping people. It's not just about helping people lose weight, but it's also about, regaining self-confidence and learning how to deal with everyday stress and just making it work with a busy life, because, the stresses of day-to-day life nowadays, it's not good. So it's really that whole, there's a word, holistic thing that, that involves the whole aspect of things that we really like make me so proud of this company anyways.
And the like CEO and the top of the team, they're visible, they are out there, and they are like, their products are the product. So like this next month, Carl and Autumn Calabrese, who created the 21 Day Fix and just created Hammer and Chisel, they are doing a challenge group together. I mean, he's the CEO of the huge company. He doesn't have to go online and do challenge groups. He wants to support the people in this company, no matter how big or small or who you are. And so that's really what Team Beachbody is, that support system that is out there to give you the tools, and then also follow through and make sure that you utilize the tools and are successful with it to get a healthy, fulfilling life.
I'm going to fast forward. Okay, so my story, I'm really no huge success story. I just kind of started like everybody else pretty much does. I had a baby. After my first baby, my first daughter, the older one, I bounced back right away. Like I gained weight. I didn't care about what I ate. I was 23 years old. I gained a ton of weight, but then after she was born, I lost it right away. Like I didn't have an issue. So when I got pregnant with my second one, I just kind of figured the same thing was going to happen. And it was 10 years later, and it didn't. The weight kind of stuck around, and I had just moved to Florida. My husband had gotten a job down here, and I had no network, nobody, no friends. I was away from everybody. I wasn't working. I wasn't flying. And I had this brand new baby, and my husband was working long hours, and I couldn't get to a gym. I didn't even have the motivation to get to a gym, to be honest. And I just was kind of disgusted with myself with the way the point that I had allowed myself to get to. So I gained 65 pounds. And at one point, I remember being about 8 months pregnant and trying to fit into my pre-pregnancy jeans, and I still couldn't. So I was still wearing maternity clothes at 8 months after my daughter was born. And it really, really made me upset. And I remember I was on Facebook, and I had a friend who was she was into Beachbody. She was always into fitness, but then she discovered Beachbody, and she was doing this program called T25. And I had already bought Insanity, and I was already like, I had already that mindset. I'm like, okay, well, something that I could do at home would work, because then I wouldn't have to take baby out of the house. And I called her and I said, what are you doing? And she told me about 25 in Shakeology. So, I was skeptical. I didn't really believe like I needed, first of all, I thought that I could work out. If I was doing Insanity, I could work out and eat whatever I wanted. I didn't think I needed some kind of like shake or, or some kind of support group. Like, I didn't think I needed all that. But it was my friend. And, when a friend offers you something, you believe them. So I did. So I bought T25 and I gave Shakeology a try, which, by the way, I tasted Shakeology the first day. I'm like, I can totally drink this. I was scared of how it was going to taste. And after 2 months of starting T25 and Shakeology, along with the group and clean eating, I'd lost 36 pounds. And that was huge for me because I had been trying to lose that weight for a really long time. So people started to notice, and they were asking me, what are you doing? And I kept sending people to her. I'm like, oh, I have this coach and she's awesome. I was a coach because I wanted a discount. I liked Shakeology, so I wanted a discount. And, but I had nothing. I wanted nothing to do with the business, like nothing. I was like, I cannot do what you do. And so I would send people to her, and she was just like, okay, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why don't you just coach? And I'm like, who's going to like want to learn anything from me? Like, I didn't know anything about clean eating. I love beer and wine and pizza and cake. Like, I'm like the picture of what a coach should not be. In my mind, that was me. And so, I don't know, she said, just do it. And I just kind of fell into it, and I got a taste for it. I loved waking up in the morning and opening my inbox and having somebody tell me that they were able to get off insulin because, of my help. And it really meant a lot to me. And just, I kind of got bit by the bug, and I loved it. And I went to a leadership conference, and I met all these girls who were coaches. And I remember going there and thinking, all these girls are going to be eating lettuce, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing there. And I got there, and there were people like me. There were girls just like me, and they drank wine, and they were making six figures with this business. And I just remember thinking to myself, well, I'm no different. I'm no like less smart. I don't look any worse. I look just as good as them, and I'm just as fun. Like, I don't see why they can do it and I can't. So that's pretty much how I started. And I just got that confidence thing. I had to work on that because my whole life I was told that I wouldn't amount to anything. I was a young, unwed mother. Every single minority you can think of in the book I am, and I had everything telling me that I wouldn't succeed, and people telling me I wouldn't succeed. And so I had a lot of confidence issues. And thankfully, because of Beachbody, we do a lot of personal development. I was able to slowly start developing that self-confidence as the weight started coming off. And I saw the positive return in people's lives from my help. That was just something that ended up building up my confidence. And then the business just kind of followed. I just started being successful with it. I started working with people one-on-one and just teaching them what I was doing. And it just kind of developed. I don't even know how I ended up being a 3-star diamond coach. It wasn't my goal. It was just, let me help people. And then this is where I ended up. So go ahead, Nicole.
So I'll kind of touch a little bit more on my career side. As far as my fitness goes, like I said, I had been pregnant and not pregnant for the last 5+ years, 6 years, because I had a miscarriage, and I had experienced that a difficult pregnancy. It became harder and harder for me to carry each child as I went along, and I had a separated pelvis with my last son. So I went from being like, oh, I'm going to go to yoga and do prenatal yoga with my first one, and like staying active. And like, I always I didn't gain very much, under 20 pounds, and I dropped it fairly easy. But the like way my body was holding on to things in different places, I knew that wasn't how I wanted to feel and look normally. Everyone would say, you look great for just having a baby. And I didn't want to say, I look great for just having a baby. I want to look and feel great. So after like not being able to work out or do anything, my muscle, for almost a year, my muscles were depleted. I mean, like even walking, I was in pain and I couldn't do anything for days after that. So really taking care of my 2 kids, that was the most that I could do for the pregnancy. So I had nothing. I had lost everything that I had attempted to like create over the last few pregnancies. over that year. So I knew once I was done having kids, once I was done having my son, that I wanted to do something. And I also knew that I wasn't going to go to the gym. Even if I pretended like I had the time, I had no motivation to get up, get out. We live in Michigan. I'm not going to get out in the cold, in the snow, and put on boots and then go to a gym and take 2 hours, because I don't care. I wanted to look good, but I wanted to feel good. I want to do something, but I didn't want to be the only thing that I did for myself for that day. And so for me, having like something that was convenient in my house that taught me how to eat, like I remember saying to my mom, I don't even know what healthy eating is. I eat whole wheat bread. I eat, eggs and veggies, and I eat string cheese, and, it's all low fat. Like I didn't know, I'm like, what is what? I just felt really confused and lost, and who has the money for personal trainer and the time to go devote to it? So when I had kind of watched through a couple of my pregnancies, one of my friends from elementary school, his wife, I had kind of watched her, and I'm like, wow, she's super fit. She does it at home. She's, it was that opportunity that kind of attracted me. So I had messaged her and like set it all up, and I knew, and she said, you need to become a discount coach. You can get a discount on Shakeology. You need the whole package. And I was like, great. If you tell me this is what's going to work, it's going to work. I'm going to do it. 30 minutes a day. Tell me what I need to do. I'm ready. So getting into the program wasn't difficult for me, but where a lot of my journey was, is I have graduated from Western with my degree in finance right as the market crashed. And so I'm trying to go out into this work world, and I got laid off from one job, and I had to take like an insurance sales job and realized I hate sales. And I had to take, other temp jobs, and I got in an accounting place as a secretary, even though I had my, 4-year degree that was supposed to be this huge thing. And as I started having kids and I was leaving my kids to go to these jobs that were barely making more than what I was making at daycare, spending for them to be in daycare. And I was missing stuff. Like she was only 5 weeks old when I went back to work, and I was missing everything along the way. And I was like, this just sucks. This is not where I need to be my whole life. But I didn't know what that meant, what direction I should go. And so I got my degree in school guidance counseling over the next couple of years after that. And I stayed home, and that put a huge financial dent in my family's life. But I enjoyed being home with my kids. So then I graduated, and I kind of felt this pull of like, I like being home, but I feel like I need to contribute. And I also feel like I need that thing for me to think about outside of my kids, like something else that's mine that I can do and I can contribute, but that doesn't have to take away from my time with them. So where's that balance come, and what can I do? And so as I did this program, my husband did it with me because he was supportive and wanted to help me, and he had great results, and he's off his blood pressure medicine, and we're feeling healthier, and we're laughing together, and we were getting no sleep at all because my son never slept, but we were still happy and we were still enjoying things. And I'm like, this is awesome. The people I met were amazing. And so then it was like, well, do you want to start like coaching? And people started asking me what I was doing, and it kind of naturally progressed. And I started making the money that I was looking to make to fill that void. I was able to work at night or at 2 a.m. when I was up feeding my son, and work around my own hours. And I love the message that the company has, and the total environment that they feel. And I feel like this whole company and the people in it and the vacations and the conferences and everything in there is meant to build you up as a person and to help other people. And that's really what I had been like praying and looking for. So that's kind of how I stumbled into it, and I'm not leaving and going anywhere. This is exactly where I know I'm meant to be.
Yeah. Somebody just, I just saw someone that I hadn't seen in a while, in almost like a year. And she was like, you have this thing about you. Like, she's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like a different, like, it's like an aura, like a different light to you. And I was like, oh, I know what that is, but.
It's Shakeology.
No, it's confidence. I did not.
Yeah.
People see it now. I think people see more like my positive change than they do my physical change.
Right.
That's what I notice. People tell me anyways. Okay. So what is coach? What is a coach? So you see us posting sweaty selfies, and you might have an idea that we run these groups, but like, what exactly do we do on a daily basis? Like we say we work from home. Like, all right, so scrolling Facebook can hardly be counted as work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we actually have like a business. We actually do set business hours and we do work, especially Nicole and I, because we work this business full time. But what a coach is not a fitness or a nutritional expert. It's not a salesperson. We don't push products. We don't, our goal is not to sell anything to people.
Mm-hmm.
We are not people who are at their goal weight. Like I told you guys, I was 65 pounds overweight when I started this. And I'm definitely not a personal trainer. I do have a couple fitness tips that I've learned along the way, but definitely wouldn't be the one to give you like any fitness advice. I can just tell you what has worked for me. So what is a coach? A coach is someone who likes to help people. Like they genuinely have other people's best interests in mind. They're willing to work on their own health and fitness, so they are willing to be a product of the product, meaning we use the programs and the results that you see are real. We don't use gimmicks. There's no, this is us doing it. It's our job to use these programs and show their effectiveness. We're people who like to learn. And most importantly, we're people who are willing to be coached. So anybody that comes into this business thinking that they know it all is going to fail. Like there is just no way. Mm-hmm. So we have uplines, people that we sign up under, which like if you guys decide that you want to be coaches, you're going to sign up under one of us. So we'll be your upline. But they're your mentors. They are your upline because they have been there before you, and they can teach you things that have gone wrong and things that have gone right, and they'll kind of pave the way for you. They're basically mentors and partners. And we are people who are looking for more positivity and good energy. That was my main thing. Nicole, you touched on a good point. Like when I started doing this, like my whole life changed. It wasn't just about, the physical changes. It was more like I was a happier person. I had more energy. I just being around like-minded people, and people who work out, they don't kill their husbands, right? If you guys have seen that movie, you know that it's true. They're happy people, and so we end up being in these groups. And I know it's a lot of people don't see this because they're not inside these groups, but that positivity, like, oh, I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like doing anything. My life sucks. My mom just got diagnosed with cancer. I don't want to get out of bed. This sucks. And then you get on your computer and you see all these people who are there, like looking for you, and they are there because you invited them there, and that their like success kind of counts on you. So it makes you get out of bed, and it makes you be positive, because even if you don't feel like it, you have to be positive for them. And that like is something that as you give, it comes back to you, and it comes back to you like tenfold. Like I can't even begin to explain to you. I remember my Facebook newsfeed used to be positive, negative stuff, people ranting about how bad their life was and just big rants. And now, because I know so many coaches, I have so many coaches on my team, it's just positivity. People are happy, they're working out, they have all these great things to share, and they're sharing their food, and I don't know. For me, it's been a big change. So, do you have anything to add to this slide?
Nope.
All right, now move on. So
what do we do? Well, we have we have challenge groups. So each day you'll go, and if you guys have been in the challenge groups, you'll see from a challenger standpoint what we do. You go and you check in. We check in just like you do. And kind of going off the previous slide too, I started this because I wanted to do a transformation, but the only reason that I've probably stuck with it for the last year is because of coaching. And knowing that I'm going to check in, and there are people wondering what their daily post is. So we come up with the daily posts, and we have scripts for those. You're not alone in trying to create content and do stuff like that. But so we have challenge groups, and as your upline and as your team members, like Bianca and I, we run our challenge groups together. So you're not alone in like all of a sudden going out and having this team and you have to figure out how to run it. We help you run those and get them going. And then if you feel confident enough and you have your own ideas, what you want to do, you can run your own too. And there may be other team members that want to run them with you. So, you definitely are involved in a fitness program, Shakeology, clean eating, and you are a product of the product by using those things and sharing how they impact your life with other people. And just daily support, you're supporting your team, you're staying accountable, you're helping hold them accountable, you're giving daily tips and motivation, and also being willing to share your results and like working towards results. It's often the journey of getting towards your results that helps people see that you're a real person and you have ups and downs and sideways times that you are continuing to get through, and they're there cheering you on and knowing that they don't have to be perfect and you're not perfect, but you're still pushing through. And that's the main thing that will end up getting a team built underneath of you and kind of getting some of the followers that you would have.
Yeah. Yep. About that part about sharing the results. I know a lot. This used to freak me out a lot because my upline, she posts pictures of her transformation in bikinis, and I was just like, I am a mom. I'm not getting in bikinis, and I am not posting that stuff. Like, there's just no way that that's going to happen. But I'll tell you, the first couple of pictures that I did, none of them of which were in bikinis, it took me like an hour where I had to close my eyes and hit send. But it was a lot like Nicole's saying, like people, they're not looking for your flaws, and they're not looking to see, oh my gosh, look at her. And she, they're not looking at that. They're looking at your vulnerability, because deep inside people want change as well. And they want to be able to do these things. But when it's not until they see somebody they actually know doing it, that it motivates them and inspires them. Like, you have no idea how many people message me after I post pictures like that. Now they're used to it. Now they're like, yeah, whatever, Bianca's in a bikini again. But when I first started doing it, it was like a big thing. And people would definitely message me and say, you're inspiring me, because I am a mom of 3 and I never thought that I could look like that, And so it's definitely a progress. It doesn't mean that you're going to sign up to be a coach and you're going to have to post bikini selfies of yourself. You may never do that. There's a lot of coaches who never do that. But it is about change. So you do have to be willing to share what in your life has changed, as far as, positive changes since you became a coach. And it may not necessarily be something physical. It may be something positive. Some people just sign up and they don't have any weight to lose. But just, being skinny doesn't necessarily mean healthy. And you have people out there who are looking for people like you. For every coach, there is a target niche, and there's people who are looking exactly for that person because they're not healthy and they're looking for that change. So there's always a market for you. And it doesn't mean you have to post pictures in bikini. I know that used to scare the people out of me. So
Yeah.
I'll throw it in there.
Yeah.
So how do we make money? This is the big thing, right? So you see me talking about, I'm leaving my full-time nursing job. I'm going to do this stuff. And obviously this isn't a get rich quick scheme. Like there's nothing schemish about it. It's the daily, work, consistent work, which I've been putting in for, I became a coach in 2013. So it's been 2 years. Definitely the first year I didn't go full in. I did do a little bit of hobby coaching. Like, I started very easy with this business, which is totally acceptable for anybody that signs up as a coach. In fact, most of my coaches don't come into the business and say, I'm going to go full on. Most don't, I'll be honest with you. A lot of them just kind of like, start, see how it goes, and they kind of get bit by the bug. They're like, you tend to attract what you are. And this is pretty much what I was. I needed to see results in myself to be able to share it with people. That was me. And it's just kind of like progressively, I told you guys about my story. It like led to where I am today. You can make money right away as a coach by earning commissions. So in everything that you sell, you get 25% commission. So that's flat on anything that that you send your customers to as a Beachbody coach. Anything that they order, you're going to get 25% commission, and it's like automatic. It goes straight to your bank account. Every Thursday we get paid, and it's just, that's the easiest, fastest way you're going to make money. The way we find these people, we teach you guys how to share your story. So you find challengers for these groups. Like Nicole said, you're not going to be responsible for running a group. In the beginning, you're going to be an apprentice coach, and you're going to sign up. Usually you sign up as a challenger, and you come into this group. And for example, we're going to start one on January 4th, and you're going to be an apprentice coach, and you're going to be in there with all the challengers, and you're going to see how this group, how we run this group. and you're going to watch, and you're going to be there as a coach, you know, as an apprentice coach, and you're going to be, you know, as a challenger as well, encouraging and just acting. You're going to be learning how the whole process works. You're going to do that for 2 to 3 groups. And then as you start to feel confident and you start to gain confidence in your own ability as a coach, then you start running your own groups. But we are in there with you. You know, this is going to be your group, but you're going to run it, but we're going to be there to help you and coach you along the way. These are guides. Beachbody gives them to us. We tweak them every, pretty much. We put our own twist to them. I like the hammer and chisel one right now. Like I took from Beachbody, but it's got my own like little twist on it, so that it kind of like sounds like me, feels like me. And we're going to give you these guides, and you're probably going to put your own tweaks on it, so it feels like you, sounds like you. People who sign up, they sign up to be with you. They don't sign up to be with me or with Nicole or anybody else. So they want you. And even if you don't have that confidence as a coach, they're not looking for us. They're not looking for somebody who can tell them what to do. They're looking for someone who's going to be there with them. And a good coach is not somebody that's just can tell you what to do. A good coach is somebody that's with you in the trenches, that's doing it with you, that is giving you tips, but that things that worked for, you know, like I'll give you tips that worked for me. But if I don't know, like I'll ask someone else, I'll post in the group. But it's a joint support. Like it's a community. We're not just one person. You don't have to do everything yourself. So you're going to learn these things as a process. We use attraction marketing. When I said that we don't push products, basically what we do is we share what we do. And if we do a good job sharing it, people get interested. Like it's more like people come to us. So this is what we'll train you to do as a coach. We have a training boot camp where we're going to teach you the ins and outs of social media, how it works. Like there's such thing as timing on Facebook for your posts, and how you get people to see it, and how you get people to connect with what you're saying, and how you get people interested in the programs. And we teach you all that. It's a system. We teach you on how to invite through your posts, and how to invite for the challenge groups, how to invite for the coaching opportunity. That's all that's a system that we'll pass on. I learned it from my upline, and you're going to learn it from us. And you're going to teach it to your own coaches when you get to that point. So we share our results. We touched on that already, and we're products of the product. Basically, what we do as a coach is we use the products, we share it, and we teach people how to use it. It really isn't hard. It's there's a little science behind it, but it's all very easily learned. So no secret there. Nicole, you want to add anything?
Yep. I mean, I can't remember if on the next slide, if we talk about, so as far as making money goes, there are certain levels that you can get that you can get. Oh, okay. Yep. We got it on here. Part 2. So there are also other levels that you could make money. Like she was saying, the easiest way is you get a commission right off the top of anything that someone purchases underneath of you. And then you can also there are different levels. You may have seen shout out posts that we might do that talk about diamond, or we had mentioned we're 2-star, 3-star diamond. That just is different levels you can get to that gives you more income opportunity. And that also means that your team's growing more underneath of you, which would give you what we call team cycle bonuses. If you get to a star diamond level, then there's a quarterly star diamond bonus. There's also fast track bonuses, fast start bonuses, matching bonuses. So there are different things like that we'll break down in the boot camp and really explain to you how you do it. But just know it's not like a pyramid scheme way that, if Bianca drops off the map tomorrow and decides she's going to quit, you won't fall off the map and be stranded. There's a multi-level marketing strategy to it. So it's one big team. And as you begin to grow your team, then you're going to see income. And then as you, find challengers and things like that and continue to help more people, you'll see income too.
I like to touch on that pyramid scheme thing because it bothers me when people compare Beachbody to a pyramid scheme. So it is shaped like a pyramid, and that the resemblance probably ends there. In the pyramid scheme, a scheme is a scheme. It means that it's not an actual business. It's a scheme, and people are making money off innocent people, and that's totally not what we do. As a coach, you have the ability to come and sign on tomorrow, and in 6 months, be bigger than I am. I'm not making money off of you. your whatever you sell is yours. And I do get bonuses, but Beachbody pays me, and it's not on you. It's, it does reflect from what you sell. It's from your volume. It's from my whole team's volume. It's just Beachbody's way of recognizing that I'm doing a good job coaching my team. So Beachbody pays me. I don't make any money on top of what you make. So there goes that scheme idea all together. The beauty of this business, this is what I love about it, is that I am successful by helping my coaches be successful. So the more you grow, the more I am successful. So it really takes the focus off me. Really, this is where I started to grow, was when I stopped, forget about me. Let me focus on what my coaches are doing. I have people who sign up with me who are broke. Like they can't pay their electricity bill. And I have the responsibility of helping them make money so that they can pay their bills and their kids don't, I know what that feels like, because I was a single mom and I know what it was like to have my electricity cut off. So it means a lot to me to be able to help these people do this. And thank God, I really have no one else to thank but God that we're in a situation that I don't have that problem anymore. But I think God even more for this business and just the ability to pay that forward and be able to help these. Like for me, my niche is single moms. I have a passion for helping single moms because I know what that was like for me. And so I have people will sign on with me that really need this business. And so for me to focus on them and be able to help them make an income out of this, that's really where that 3-star bonus, 3-star diamond thing comes from. It's, when we say 3-star, that just means that I have 3 people under me who have become diamonds like myself. And that means a lot to me. That's that leadership thing that we were talking about, LA, that we're going, that means we were recognized as leaders because we have helped people grow in this business. And that's what that's our focus. That's why we host these calls. We do this because we want to grow the team and continue to grow it. And we want to bring on people that need this opportunity and pay it forward as well. I know that's what it is for me.
Yeah. And I think like when you said about the different ranks, like the biggest thing is that it's not like, if you get higher, I'm going to get lower and knocking people down because they are fighting for this spot. What each person does, they have their own potential and completely limitless. And everyone is there, not only as your upline and stuff, but on the various teams. Like, it's such a supportive team environment that everybody wants everyone to succeed. And no matter how big or small, if it's just paying your Shakeology every month, or if it's paying your mortgage and your car payment every month, then the tools are out there to help you get to whatever it is that you want to get to, and to support each other to do it. And one person's success doesn't take away from another person. So everyone just wants everybody to do fantastic and work towards their goals.
All right. So other benefits of being a coach. I think, Nicole, you touched on this too. There are trips that we get to go on. Like, we're going on a cruise, all paid for, to Jamaica in March. We're taking our family. I'm taking all 3 of my girls and my husband. And we're going to Jamaica for 5 days, 6 days. I don't remember, Nicole. All
5
paid
days.
for. We get to work out with all these personal trainers. And, I've never been on a cruise, so I'm really excited about it. And they have these all paid for. And all I did was, I earned this trip by helping 3 people each month, just 3 people. So it wasn't like I had to do anything big for it. It's just a really awesome way that Beachbody is recognizing us for our hard work. So it's just for consistent work because I did it every single month. So, that's one way that we get, that's one benefit. I get to be my own boss. I love being a nurse and I love being a flight attendant, but I hate the corporate world and I don't like being told what to do. And, if I don't agree with something, I hate that. It really, really bothers me to have to do something that I don't agree with. I'm a little weird on that, but I won't touch on it. But I make my own hours. I really like that. Like waking up at 5 a.m. was never my thing, but I like that I have that peace and quiet during the day. So I work from 5 to 8 nonstop because my girls are sleeping. And then I get to be with them all day. And I work during nap time. I'm home with my girls. So for me, that's a big deal. I know a lot of coaches on my team, they work full time and they only have 1 hour at night to work on their dreams. Like, this is it for them. They want to make this work and they want to leave the corporate world, and they have 1 hour a day. And so they get to use that 1 hour to build their business. It's supplemental income for our house. I really, like Nicole was saying, when I looked into daycare for the 2 girls, it's just too much. I was pretty much paying to have my kids watched by someone else, and I wasn't okay with that. We do get rewards. Beachbody's always rewarding us for little things. Every month we get little prizes, for helping 3 people. We get in shape, which is awesome. I stay accountable. Surround myself with positive people. I already talked about that. And I am just a healthier, happier version of myself. People see it. And pretty much that's what radiates from Beachbody. We have these 3 vital behaviors where we get to do personal development every day. And this has been so huge for me, like a big transformation. So that for me, if I had to name one benefit, that would be it. Like I'm just so much of a better person because of Beachbody. I'm just so thankful for it.
And the consistency too. Like I would listen to stuff or read things here and there, but the consistency of every single day, like doing personal development and being a product of the product and knowing like that's the backbone of the company that I stand for. So I'm working while I'm working out and reading about personal development, things that are helping me in my marriage and my kid and my relationships. And, it's helping in all the other areas in my life too. So as far as like, how can you be successful when you're doing this? You're not alone at all. And like I've mentioned a couple of times, there are, things out there for you, and we help connect you and guide you in those things, to become successful. So there's an online training and a coach manual, that's all on the back office that corporate spent a lot of time putting together for each level that you get to, that walks you through a training. And then we also run our own training boot camps. So we'll go over different steps each day and really make sure that you understand, like from social media to, just how to, there was one whole day that we went over PicMonkey. I had no idea how to even take a selfie. I had never taken one before I started. So, just little things like that we'll talk about and go over. And so there's different time management steps that you can do to break down. If you only have 30 minutes, you only have an hour to break down what exactly to do in that time frame to catapult your business forward and still work in the time that you have. As far as the groups, we have scripts, we have guides, we have sample posts that you can pull from to get ideas and change up in your own words. We do one-on-one calls with our team, and then we also do bigger group Zoom calls like what this is, and we'll just have it be interactive. Like we mentioned, grab a glass of wine or some coffee and just kind of chat about what's going on and go over some kind of troubleshoot or go over some information or celebrate people that are doing really well. So there's support from your upline. And then we also encourage like from the various teams kind of pairing up and getting together with somebody. We call it a success partner, which is kind of what Bianca and I are doing, where we're at the same level, we have the same goals, and it's helping you stay accountable with somebody that every day or however you guys want to work it. We have a team page for each of our groups that we will post information that's some of the daily bulletin stuff or any of the new programs that are being released or just some general motivational stuff that we post within our team pages that are all private and ran like the challenge groups, not where you check in every day, but set to secret. So it's a private place that we can go and talk about our business side of everything. There's a coach online office. So you'll have the back office available to you with live chats, or you can call them. And we'll also go over how to navigate some of the back office things, like how to go in and view your customers, and some of the different tools in there. Like there are different videos you can go to and product training guides. So like I will probably never do P90X because they're way too long of a program of time frame for what I enjoy. But I've gone on there and I've watched the video and I've read it because it may work for somebody that I know. So I know enough about the products from using the online office. And so we're also the number one, we're part of the Dream Team, which is the number one team in all of Beachbody. And the entire network, once you are part of our team, you get to go into the Dream Team page as well. And you will have access to over 340,000 coaches. Is that right? 340,000? You did the number.
We're the number one, yeah.
Well, number one out of 340,000. So there are thousands of coaches in the Dream Team. I mean, there's new ones every day. And when you look at Melanie Mitro, who's the number one, the founder of the Dream Team, she has been the number one for 2 years now. She's on track for being the number one in 2015. So, and she's very accessible, and, you know, everyone, no matter how big or small, are involved in these team pages and help answer your questions and follow up with you and celebrate you. And it's just an awesome team to be a part of.
Yeah. I guess the key thing is there's no need to reinvent the wheel. You're not going to come into this business and have to devote hours into figuring out how this is going to work. We're going to train you. You're going to work on yourself. You're going to, get good results. You're going to be part of a challenge group. You're going to be a product of the product. You're going to share this, and we're going to teach you how to share it. And the business is just going to kind of work itself, kind of like it did for me and for Nicole. You're going to eventually, you're not going to have to learn everything up front. It's not going to be something that's going to take you a lot of time. You're just going to devote whatever time you have to it, and eventually it's going to snowball. And it's really about consistency and the compound effect. Give it, a few months of you doing the same things consistently over and over. The business just kind of starts to take off, and it snowballs and it snowballs until it's like a big snowball, and it just kind of avalanches. That's kind of how it happened for me. So what is the cost? So there is a coach sign-up fee. So if you decide that you want to be a coach right today, you're like, okay, off this call, this is awesome, I want to be a coach. What do I have to do? You can go on the Beachbody website and you can sign up to be a coach, and you'd pay $39.95. And you're a coach, and you can start, you're going to get your 2 websites. You can start marketing it. You can start, sharing, and you can earn commission as of tomorrow. You can do the best way to do that, to sign up as a coach, is to order a challenge pack, because Beachbody offers you, as a new coach, the ability to order that challenge pack and have that $39.95 waived. So if you've ordered a challenge pack in the past, so let's say you already bought like T20, T25 and Shakeology, and you already have that challenge pack, and you can sign up to be a coach, pay the $40, and they will refund you. So you can actually be a coach for free. Your ongoing business fee, and this is to keep you active as a coach, is $15.95. That's going to be charged every month, and that's just the fee that's going to support your websites. It's going to give you the customer service. You never have to hold any kind of inventory at your house to be a coach. So say somebody wants to order from you something like the 21-day fix, you would send them to this link, and they would purchase, and Beachbody would wrap it up and ship it and send it to them, FedEx it. You actually never touch the product. It goes straight to them. You just get the paycheck deposited into your bank account on Thursdays, which is really nice compared to like if you look at the other MLMs, Mary Kay or whatever, they have to buy all these products and have them at home and then ship, which kind of sucks. But so I like this aspect of it. I will pay $15.95 never to touch a product. So.
Just for the discount too. If you're being a product of the product and using Shakeology every month, then that's how you're going to get Shakeology for $98, and you're paying $15.95 a month, so it's like $115, $116 instead of $130 every month. So just in that aspect, it was worth it to me.
That's what I did it in the beginning for. So you can be a coach and not want to work the business. You could be just a discount and just get sign up as a discount coach, and then just get the 25% off all products. And that's just what we pay for it. So it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice discount. If you're a military personnel or married to like a military person, then you can have all these fees waived. You don't pay the $39.95 and you don't pay the $15.95 a month. You're basically a coach for free, which is really nice. There is no cancellation fees if you decide to be a coach today and you decide 2 weeks from now that you don't like it. You can cancel it. There's no cancellation fee. You're not signing a contract. There's no hidden cost. This is what you're going to pay every month. You're not required to buy any products. Most coaches decide to stay on Shakeology simply because they start drinking it. They feel the difference and they love it. And it's kind of hard to like market something that not doing yourself. People are like, oh, how's Shakeology taste? You're like, well, I don't know. They're like, well, okay, well then I'm not going to buy that. So most coaches do drink Shakeology, but you're not obligated to buy anything to stay as a coach. You can be a coach, pay your $15.95 and collect your commissions just as nicely as anyone else. There's no surprise fees. You're never going to be charged with something that you don't know. Actually, when you sign up as a coach with me, I will send you an email that's going to tell you exactly what's going to charge, what you're going to be charged for, how to cancel it. So it's kind of like there's no mystery. You're going to know exactly what's going on. We don't trick anybody into being a coach and paying stuff that they don't, that they don't want to pay for.
Yeah. So, what do I do now? How do I sign up? And there, as we mentioned, there are different levels that you can coach, and this is for you to kind of take a look at and decide. Do you just want the discount? Do you want to be a hobby coach where maybe you have a full-time job and you love the products and you just maybe would want to get your Shakeology paid for, or earn a little bit of extra vacation money, or to pay off all those credit cards from Christmas that we just got? And or do you want to be a business builder where you're all in? This is what I want. I want to replace my income, or I want to, make enough to retire early. Whatever it is, you want to build your life of freedom. You are driven, you are ready, and you're going to hit the ground running. So you can be at one end or the other end, or kind of in between, or floating in between. But you're going to take a look at this, and you're going to talk to the person that invited you here, and you're going to tell them, I'm ready, and this is the level I want to be at, so that we know how to help you best. You're going to pick out which fitness program you're doing. And if you don't already, if you're not already a discount coach that's thinking about doing this, then you're going to want to get signed up as a coach. So you're going to order a challenge pack to get that coach fee waived, and to also get your fitness program in Shakeology. And we're going to join the fitness group that's starting on January 4th. And, we're going to go through your fitness program, your Shakeology, and also get you through the boot camp, and go through how to actually hit your ground, or start your business. So you are the one to decide how you want this run. And so you have to just let us know, and we are here to help you in any of that facet. So, from discount up to business builder, we're here for you.
We rambled like we usually do, so we're running a little bit behind, but I do want to touch on this. January is a really, really awesome month to start, just because everything starts fresh in January. So if you sign up as a coach now and you're starting off in January, you're putting yourself in a really good position to end the year strong. All the bonuses and all that stuff we're talking about, they kind of finish off in December. So you're in a really, really good position starting off in January. And just not just that, a lot of people are looking to get healthy and, start a fitness program in the beginning of the year. So it tends to be, for us Beachbody coaches, it tends to be a really good month as far as signing up people. So, if you're here and you heard all this and you're like, well, I don't know, I'm still not too sure, I encourage you to think about it. I'm a religious person, so I pray on it. I pray on my business all the time, and I just ask for direction. Start thinking in your head, who are the people you can help? I know that a lot of people sign up because they have a husband or someone who is on medication, and they really want to be that example for them. They want to, help their dad get off blood pressure medication or whatever it is. So start thinking in your head, is there somebody that you want to influence? Is there somebody that really means a lot to you that you could influence by doing this? What difference would this opportunity make in your life? Could it be that, a year from now, you're going to be in a position where I am, is getting do you hate your job? Would that be a really big game changer for you if you could work from home and be your own boss? Don't limit yourself thinking about the things that you think you can't do. If I'm telling you, if I'm here and I'm doing this, if I can do this, you can too. You have greatness in you. You just probably haven't seen it yet. And sometimes it takes somebody else from the outside to kind of pull it out of you, and you're just kind of oh, I don't think I can. Maybe it was years of people telling you that you couldn't, kind of like it was for me. And it took somebody else believing in me for me to be able to see this. So I'm telling you, don't doubt yourself. Don't limit yourself by thinking of the things that you can't do, because you can. If you have the desire to do this and you want to succeed, and you're watching me and you see me, I'm here today, and I didn't have the belief in myself, and I'm here. So if I can do this, so can you. What are your fears? Think about it. I know a big one for me was, well, what if, when I started, it was well, what if I do get there, and what if I do succeed and it's not what I'm expecting it to be? What does success look like to you? Maybe you don't know these things, but start thinking about what your fears are and what are they holding you back from? What is your why? I have a really, really big why of teaching people how to be healthy, because I know that, I have a family history that is blood pressure, diabetes all the way. If I don't do this, I'm going to be sick, and I'm going to be sick, and my girls are going to have to take care of me when I'm older. And I see this on a daily basis. It really sucks to be old on a hospital bed and have the people that you love having to take care of you when they don't have it. It sucks. So I don't want that for my girls. For me, it's a big thing. So that's my why, and it drives me. It makes me get out of bed when I don't want to. So what is your why? Why would you be doing it? And again, what does success look like to you? It's very different for everybody. Like, I don't have big dreams of having a lot of money. Like, that's not my thing. Money does not motivate me. I want to impact as many people as I can. I want people to, I want to instill belief in people. I want people to see the things that they're capable of. That is more gratifying to me than money. I don't want to be a tap coach making trillions of dollars. That's not my goal. But if I can impact, if I can look back, and if I could be at my own funeral and I could see that people came to that funeral and they could say good things about me, that I impacted them, that I helped them change their lives, that would mean a lot to me. So that's success for me. And that's what I work towards in my business. What would it mean to you if you were able to reach your goals? Again, don't put that ceiling on you, and don't doubt your greatness. You are meant for greatness. You may not know it, but you are, and we all have it in us. We just don't know it. You guys have any questions? Nicole, I'm sorry. Did you want to add?
Nope, you're good. I got this.
This is how our team calls go to. Like, I talk, and she's like, Nicole, did you want to say anything?
I need to raise my hand.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Do you guys have any questions? I'm gonna stop the share, and we can. Where's my guy?
Do we still have people? Hi.
I'm gonna stop the recording.